Hair messed up.
Looks great.
Looks good.
How about mine? Is mine looking good?
You look good. You look better than me. Wait, who am I looking at? I'm looking at this one.
Just wherever, it's all good. Well, X, it's Navy week, man. You know what a challenge this is. Just talk about kind of the mentality you guys have to have going into this game.
We know how Navy plays. The record obviously does not reflect what kind of football team they are. You know the series between us. We know how hard and physical and disciplined they are. So we got to match, if not surpass, their expectations for us. We're putting on tape where can match any level of who we play, and we just got to show up every week. Same mentality.
You guys played them pretty late last year, and you're playing them pretty early this year. So, like, y'all have worked on the option a while. Do you feel like pretty good, at least, like, on paper going against it, what to expect?
I mean, the triple option is hard. Doesn't matter what time of the year you're practicing it. But, you know, we have a more older team, more experienced team who played them multiple times, so it should be more of like a repeated thing this time around. We still can't take them lightly at all.
You guys talked about learning from those big plays you let up against ODU. And Navy's one of those teams that's 2 yards, 3 yards, 70 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You almost kind of look back and, you know, watch that ODU film to try and keep the same thing from happening this week?
No. I mean, all that comes down to is us doing our job. It has nothing to do with the offense. What they did, good teams, they capitalize off our mistakes, and Navy's one of those teams that can do that. So we just got to focus and do our job each play.
You guys obviously rep it and practice it against the scout team, but how different is it going from, like, the look team to the game as far as the game speed?
It's a big difference. Practicing it for now 5 years now, having to go against Navy, it's always different. Game speed from practice, so it's hard to replicate that same look in practice. So we really got to, you know, in our heads, just try to fit it differently, knowing it's going to be faster in the game. But it kind of like messes up because our scout team obviously can't do it at the same pace. But, you know, it's all going to work out, hopefully.
You mentioned you've practiced learning the Navy offense for 5 years. How much can you pass down to some of the younger guys who maybe haven't seen it as much as you guys?
The triple option confusing. Like, I'm still trying to learn it. Like, year 5, I'm still trying to get tips and reminders that can help me out, inspect what's coming. I still struggle with it, if we're being honest. But, you know, it's just a disciplined defensive scheme, and you just got to do your job. Like, that's all I can give out.
How important is that shark mentality, going back to kind of what the defense stands on when it comes to that triple offense?
Oh, I mean, shark mentality don't matter if it's triple read, who we playing against, who it is, top of the nation. Like, it don't really matter. It's how we come to work every single day, and it's really about just trusting our brothers to do our job and playing hard for each other.
When you're playing against maybe like 10 run plays in a row, like, is that pass in the back of your mind, or how do you kind of deal with that?
Talking about regarding the Navy?
Yeah, just like because they might drop one on you. Like, how do you kind of balance that?
I mean, my job is to tackle the dive. You know, whoever got pass responsibilities, I trust them to take care of the pass, and they trust me to take care of the run. So, you know, I'm not really looking for pass. I'm looking to, you know, do my job.
You guys have been dominant, especially in the second half all year. I expect that Navy's come in here and laid some 76 points here and there. I know that's not going to happen this week, but do you look at that? I mean, that's...
No, I mean, I don't really look at all that. I just try to focus where my feet is at, and, you know, that's taking it day by day and trying to make up for our mistakes we had in our last games and not put it on film again, and playing hard for 4 quarters and not just the second half.
So you said that you've seen them now 5 years in a row, but also they've seen you and a lot of these teammates 5 years in a row, because you guys are an older team. Does that add any challenges, the fact that they have a huge scouting report and a thick book on pretty much all of our players as well?
I mean, I love it. You know, it helps them prepare for us. And, you know, I always like a challenging game. I like good work. So, you know, I hope it's a good game. They're a good football team. We're a good football team. So
it's Military Appreciation Day, and that's a big deal. You know, without the military, none of us do what we do. So it's going to be a special day.
Yeah, for real. I heard we have 4 of those jets flying across. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to be just like them. Like a little kid. I think it's fun. You know, I love it.
Going back to 4 home games, our 4th game in a row. How's the crowd been?
It's been amazing. I've never seen so many people here consistently. You know, usually it's just a home opener or like our big games, but no, it's every game. You know, Campbell, we have 43,000. I even noticed how many people it was, so I seen the stats on Twitter. But, you know, we love our fans, you know, and then they don't even know how much of an impact they help us play. You know, seeing them out there and just giving us motivation and feeding off them, you know, it's game changing, and I think they can see that now.
How much does facing that quarterback last week help you guys for this week?
It's a different animal each because he run a triple read and he got space to do whatever he wants. So hats off to Hodge from last week. He's a great quarterback. I had to shake his hand after the game. But it's a different scheme. You know, they fit differently in the offensive schemes. But Navy, you know, we have a job for him. We got a job for the APEC, job for everybody. So it's really just discipline at this point. Who's a more disciplined football team?
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks.
Sir, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, my heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down in my soul, and I don't back